Hi everybody, welcome to my mom's channel. Today we're going to be making creme brulee. All three of us will be making creme brulee, and it will be a simple, easy recipe, and hope you guys like and subscribe.
Hello. The ingredients you'll need to make creme brulee today are 32 ounces of heavy whipping cream, 7 egg yolks, 2/3 cup of sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a 1/4 teaspoon of coarse salt. That's all.
So yeah, this is us preheating the oven at 300 degrees. We did it.
Alright, so we're just gonna start heating this up.
So we're using 2/3 cup sugar total and the whole custard of the creme brulee, but we're dividing it, so a 1/3 cup goes into heating up the heavy whipping cream, and the rest of the third goes into whisking in the egg yolks.
Now we're gonna add a 1/3 cup of sugar, and then a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
So yeah, when you're making the cream, you want to constantly stir to make sure everything's dissolved. So right now I can still feel the grains of sugar, so I'm just moving it around. And you can time 7 minutes if you want, but you know, everybody has a different stove or whatever. How I calculate when the cream is done for me is I put my spatula up and take a little bit of cream in it, and if there's like steam coming from it, then that's good enough. You don't want it too hot, you just want it warm. So yeah, now I'm gonna separate 7 egg yolks and put them in here, and all the egg whites will go in here. And it doesn't have to be super perfect, just nearly perfect.
Just like you, Francine.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
So what I would do
is I crack the egg in half and try to catch the yolk. And I kind of like baby it and go back and forth.
That technique.
And yeah, and kind of like scrape out that egg white as I pick up from one shell to another. And yeah, and that should be it. And that's when I go.
so just continue to do it.
Yep, and I will continue to do that until I have some of these little boys.
Very nice.
The next step is to whisk the eggs with the remaining 1/3 cup of sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So that's what we're gonna do here. So here is the sugar, shoop, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, shoop. Also use a hand whisk or one of those
That's
manual
called
whiskers.
a stand mixer.
A stand mixer. Shoop. A little bit of sugar on the side, so I'm going to scrape it with a thingamabobber. That's the technical term of a spatula. You want to make sure you get all the sugar nicely mixed. Now the eggs are all mixed in with the sugar, so the next step is to combine the cream with the eggs. So an important part of this is to not over whip it, because you don't want it to turn into whipped cream. So you want to keep it low, and the key is to ladle in a little bit of the cream at a time, because you also don't want to cook the eggs. So that's what we're going to do now. It's looking really good. It's mixing in with the eggs very well.
Very zoomed in.
The next step, now that your custard is all mixed up, is to put the custard in your ramekins. With 32 ounces of heavy cream, you're gonna make 8 5-ounce ramekins. I had to really think about the numbers there for a second. So the next step is to fill the ramekins with the custard, and you want to fill it pretty much to the brim.
Alrighty. Oh yeah, this is tense.
And what I like to do too is if you have those skills, but I would like, you know, like try to go for the furthest one first.
Oh.
So it's easier on yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Or we can flip.
I mean, we can turn around too, but. And then you can use like the previous ramekins to like catch your drippies.
Ooh. Francine has the pro technique. Next step is to cook this in the oven for 30 minutes. And you know when it's done when you shake it and it has a certain consistency. So right now, you can see if you shake this a little, it's very liquidy. But it'll look different in 30 to 40 minutes in a 300-degree oven.
Okay, so now we're gonna put the custard boys into the oven.
Why are they boys?
They're boys. They could be girls, they could be genderless, who knows? Anyways.
I'm a realist. That custard is to me.
Well, then good for you. So anyways, we're gonna take these guys very carefully with a bunch of skill. Place them into the oven, and you want them on the middle rack, right?
Yeah.
Pour your hot water very carefully into the pan. And you want to make sure that the water fills up to halfway. Or a little close to halfway. And it might look a little murky because we dropped some custard in there, but what can you do? And I think that's good. Our pan is not completely even, so we don't want to overdo it. That's in the pan. That means the longer the custards will take to settle and cook. So now we're gonna wait, bake these boys, girls, gentlest little things, for 30 to 40 minutes, and then we'll check how they jiggle.
You want to put it on a wire rack for an hour to 30 minutes for it to cool.
And then you have to saran wrap them.
Now you want to saran wrap it and then put it in the fridge for 4 hours or overnight. And you want to make sure that this lays flush against the creme brulee because you don't want any creme brulee film to form. So if the plastic is flush against it, then it won't.
Okay, so you're gonna continue to do this and then we'll put it in the refrigerator.
So white sugar works best. We tried cane sugar, but it didn't work as well. White sugar is like nice and thin, and you want to give it like a generous amount of white sugar. And you want to kind of evenly distribute it. If it's a little messy, it's okay.
Just ignore that, yeah.
Caramel at the top. Okay, that was a little much, but it's okay.
Just spread it around.
It's okay. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Okay.
Alright, this is how you load butane. There's one hole, and there should be like another hole. And then what you do is you press down lightly for like 3 seconds at a time until it's full, or until it's like bursting like that, because then it's too full. Yeah. Now we're good. All right, now we're gonna torch this guy. Alright, so we're also torching on an oven-safe thing, and also I'm torching it as high as possible. So if you're comfortable with that, then like and fucking subscribe.
Hey.
Yeah, and the key is to, when you're torching, to move your torch around like what Matthew's doing, just so you can get an even coverage and melting of all the sugar.
Hi, my name is Tommy, and I'm Francine's partner, and we're going to be torching this creme brulee. This is a kitchen torch. I've never done this before in my life, but it looked easy. All you do is, for this one, you push it down, then you press the button to get the torch started.
There you go.
And then you have to hold it, and then you just kind of torch that bad boy.
Alright.
Very nice. And then now we're just gonna let them cool and the top to harden, and then we can eat them. Yum yum. 2.
Hey.
Can I make an appearance in your video?
Of course.
Don't think about it.
Hello everyone.
Oh my god.
It's really good. Very creamy.
The creaminess texture offsets the crunchiness of the top.
Very good.
But both are very sugary. Yeah.
Good recipe, Emily. Good job, you did good.
I know.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have liked our recipe. Go ahead and like and subscribe and comment about your experiences of making this creme brulee during your holidays. Peace out, guys. Love you.